Today, Shell Ecomarathon involves students from 53 countries and over 500 universities worldwide. At each event, we see between 125 to 200 teams competing for the most energy-efficient vehicle. And what they bring to the event is their disruptive ideas to technologies that are currently in the market.
The Shell Ecomarathon remains an extremely technical undertaking for both the teams and the organisers, the entire logistics. Data is being used in a variety of ways throughout the competition, whether it be for the teams, in letting them know their progress through the event, through their technical inspections, through their races, their attempts, but also to the public. It's vital that we use this data in such a way that communicates the message of the event clearly to them.
For over 30 years, the traditional way of Shell Ecomarathon competition is each team has their own competition. They start separately, they drive their own competition and they finish, and then we measure afterwards the fuel consumption of each team. The most significant addition to Shell Ecomarathon Europe this year in London was the Drivers' World Championship, where for the first time we brought together the best urban concept teams from around the world to battle it off in a single race to find out who is the best, most efficient driver. Data and the omni-availability of data is very, very important.
Especially with the Drivers' World Championship this year, the representation of data on site to the spectators becomes very important, where we show exactly how much teams are consuming and how likely they are to make it to the finish line.
What Shell was looking for in the solution was how can we as Shell and HP bring the audience closer to the events. This is not a traditional race. You can't see on the track who is winning, so we had to find a way to bring the audience very close to the Shell Ecomarathon challenge.
Hewlett-Packard Enterprise brings to the Shell Ecomarathon its experience, its competence and its know-how, how to analyze data, how to present them and how to engage the audience.
The data solution we have created with Hewlett-Packard Enterprise for the Shell Ecomarathon this year, which is really new, is the transponders we've put into the cars. We use the transponders inside the cars to collect the data. It reads out that data every second. It is then sent up to the Hewlett-Packard Enterprise IoT platform. From there, we validate the data to make sure the track location is exactly right and send it back to the event onto visualizations on site, but also on the Shell.com website, where the spectators can see where the cars are, how much energy they're consuming, and how likely they are to make it to the finish line.
The Drivers' World Championship worked really, really well. I was amazed by having thousands of visitors cheering the cars as they went around the track. And the feedback I got from the students was overwhelming. They loved the new challenge, they loved the format, and they appreciated that we set the bar higher. Our student participants expect excitement and new challenges all the time. We're keeping pace with that by presenting them ideas of how they could experience the Shell Ecomarathon, how they can live it in future. This year we tried a new data dashboard for the students, where the participants were able to see live data of how their inspection progress is going. This allows them not only to work on improving their vehicle on site, but also students back at home, analyze the data, use the resources at their university and feedback to the team on track what they can do, what they can improve.
We see the data solution evolving in the next years, where we put many more transponders into all of the cars. It would be very interesting to see how the drivers are experiencing the event, how they are going through corners, when are they hitting the brakes, how is their heart rate going. The working relationship between the people from Hewlett-Packard Enterprise on site and the Shell team on site has been really fantastic. It's almost like we're part of one big family, as well as the relationship with the students on site. You can really see everyone working together to one common goal.
Today the world faces an energy challenge. We have a growing population and we need more energy for a significantly reduced CO2 emission. The future of mobility will not be solved by a single person or a single company. It is very important to foster collaboration, and that involves the young, fresh minds as well as the experienced, seasoned engineers. That involves our partners as well as Shell, and we want to bring these minds together with a single purpose.